Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Crump. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Sayin. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That's a really nice throw. You think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically. Down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Sayin to throw. Fakes to grab. Knocked off his feet. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Running inside, it's Jordan. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season.
There's some room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Trojans have moved it inside the 20. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Mayava. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs...
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got the quick completion. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Saying, trying to be heard about the noise. Got the quick pass. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Saying to throw for it on fourth. Lets it fly. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Looking for the edge, it's Jordan. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Mayaba. Forced out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. He wants to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Trojans in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here on the goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They're going to ride this running back. Here's a little room there. The 20. He's at the touchdown. Buckeye. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Snagged out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Trojans want to move quickly. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. He'll try to do it himself. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down, you can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You got an extra DB. You got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterback.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys. And he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him. And that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Julian saying to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Unleashes one deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Jordan. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Makes the grab on the left. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Booster, booster. Bubba, bubba. Freeze, freeze. Squid, squid, squid. Level, level. Booster, booster.
Motion from the wideout. And back to the air on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready? 138. 138.
The offense changing the play.
Flash, flash. Pick it up. Pick it up. Rock, rock, rock. Sweep, sweep. Break, break. Return, return. Go.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That is another incredible run by this guy, David. We're only in the second quarter. That's already his second rushing touchdown. If he stays in the game, he might run for 400 yards in this one.
He's going to put up whatever he wants. This is a dream scenario, man. If you get close to this in a game, you're happy about it. Give him the ball more often. This defense, they better find some answers, because right now it looks like a grown-up and children running after him trying to tackle him.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Mayava. Fires quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the right. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. Didn't exactly flip the field, but they'll down it just outside the 40. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Sayin on the play action. Snags it, and there's running room. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Buckeye! He got a step and just dusted the field. That's his third score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Running inside. It's Jordan. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Still on his feet. Snags it, and he's open. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. The Trojans moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop him. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they've got to cap this thing off.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And just not enough leg on that kick. You see it just gets knocked down by the crossbar.
Play fake, Julian Sayed. He lets one fly deep. Goes high to pull it in. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Throwing, Sayed. Working that wide receiver screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going to throw it over the top of the V. And he's got it at the 30. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the #20 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Razorbacks setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think
Out of space. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. He wants to change this route. From the red zone, looking for a man. On the move, he fires. Looking to get it in. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now the play fake. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Trojans. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And it's nice to have those big tight ends down here in the red zone because they're such big targets, but they can block, or you just slip them out, find a little hole in the defense, feature them, throw it up, let them go get it. Nice job by the tight end with the catch and the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Cross. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
A lot of sometimes you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. The D coordinator's got to love that.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. He'll throw it. Back open to the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. There he goes. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. This guy is having a truly special day, calling to mind the afternoon that Trace Sermon or Eddie George had, putting up huge numbers. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. Third down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The run inside. It's Jackson. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls and fires complete. Turning it on. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go play action with Sayin. Stands in and takes the hit. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Now here's Sayin. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. 4th down, say it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
And to our coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. Off the RPO, complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can intercept, and the defense has set them up.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Great place to start for this offense. On the draw, it's Jackson. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
With the run on 1st and goal. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Now on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a 1st down with a penalty. And the penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground because there's not much to lose this close to the end zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Buckeye! And the pummeling has started. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Lockhart. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Got his man to the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field.
Going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Might be calling a hot route.
Sweep, sweep. Stop down.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Slings it. Finds space on the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Trojans will hustle to the line.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was two guys on him.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Throws to the back. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send the... Takes it the other way. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Makes the grab over the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll go to work in the air on second down.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit. and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks.
Booster, booster.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Unloads to the right. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate. And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
These teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world.